Hey everyone, welcome to this gel nail tutorial video. This is a set that I ended up with right here. So it is your basic gel application. And it was that time where this is what my nails were looking like. They were on for about a month. And the moment I dread the most, and I think most nail techs dread, is when you have to redo your own nails. So I'm going in with this drill bit here. This is a removal bit and I'm going in at 32,000 RPMs with my Melody Susie E file. So starting off, I am just going to debulk this old gel and get rid of it basically. This was one of my favourite nail sets in a while though. It was my January nail set, so it was Born Pretty's Cat Eye over Madame Glam's Silent Night, one of their blue shades, and I really loved it. I didn't get sick of it. It was great. I loved it so much. But time to go and go something basic. Basically I am going to do a removal and I'm going to do a couple of nails on camera start to finish, so I am showing you my exact process of how I do nails. So when I use this bit as well, I debulk and I also go up very close to that line where the gel polish starts, but I don't go over the line because as we know then that will be your natural nail and you don't want to use a bit like this, a carbide bit, on your natural nail at all. So I'm kind of doing the edges and getting the bulk off wherever I can. Here, this is case in point of how important a dust collector is, because as you can see, the dust is going all the way downwards. It's gathering on my hand, but I brush it off, don't worry. But like this dust collector is swooping all that dust down the way instead of up the way, which is what you want it to do. You don't want it floating around the room where you're going to breathe it in, because it is so bad for you over time. Even if you're doing your own nails at home, I would recommend using a dust collector because it's just not worth it, especially if you're doing a lot of nails, you know. I am a nail tech and I do take nail clients every day pretty much, so I couldn't do without a dust collector and I never would not have one. This is one that I got on Amazon and it's the Luxe brand, and it was about €100 I think, and I do really recommend it. Just keep changing the filter regularly and it works really good. Okay, so the next part of this removal then is I'm going to grab a mini mandrel and a sanding band and I'm going to go in at 5,000 RPMs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start where that line of old gel polish was left. I'm going to get rid of that first and then I'm going to go up onto the natural nail. So I'm just gently doing this, no pressure at all. And I am going to just etch over that natural nail and smooth out the remainder of the bulk. I also use this bit to do my cuticle work. So on myself, I have lately been just using this bit for my cuticle work. On my clients, I do take out a cuticle bit, but on myself, I use this bit and it's so satisfying because it does actually push back those cuticles and it does take that dead skin off your nail plate. So I really like this. It just saves a little bit of time and you don't have to pull out your cuticle bit. You can see there, it just removes it. Really satisfying. So yeah. I'm going to let you watch this for a bit and I will be back for the next part of this gel application. These are the nails after I have all the debulking done and the prep of the new nail growth and the cuticle work and all that stuff done. And then I'm going to wipe them down with some acetone on a lint-free wipe. So this not only gets rid of the dust and the debris that has been left on the nail, but it also dehydrates that new nail growth and the nail plate in general, ready for base coat. So the base coat I'm going to use is Madame Glam's base coat and I'm going to scrub that into the nail plate like I do every time. I just scrub it in, scrub a dub. I like this is sped up by 2, but you can imagine how kind of slowly I'm doing it. I am scrubbing it right into those etchings that we have just done. It just really does help with adhesion instead of like floating on the base coat. You don't want to float on your base coat. You want to scrub it right in. As always, guys, if you're enjoying this video, please take the time to maybe like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really does help push the videos out. And like, I have loads of gel application and nail art tutorials on my channel, so there's plenty more like this if you haven't subscribed already. Okay, moving on, I'm grabbing my favorite gel, which is the Manicure Company in French Pink. I just love this. It's my ride or die. I always go back to it. Love it. And then I'm going to grab Madame Glam's gel brush. So I'm going to show you exactly the beads and stuff that I use. This is going to be the slip layer. So I am just painting on the slip layer just exactly like I did my base coat. And I'm not going to cure this, by the way, either. This is actually a hard gel, so it's not that runny. So you do need a slip layer for hard gel. And I've left in my kind of mistakes as well. So I picked up a bead this size, and I thought when I did it I was being a little bit enthusiastic with the bead, because it was definitely too much gel. So all I'm doing here is like placing it up near the cuticle area and pulling it down from side to side. And then I'm going to use my liner brush to pull the gel to the side, or near to the side walls and the cuticle area. And then I am going to flip it upside down to let gravity do its work. But as always, not every time is perfect. Like, I misjudged this. I put way too much gel on. So when I flipped it upside down and it still looked too bulky to me, what I did was I took some off with my liner brush. So you're going to see it in a minute, just me taking off the gel. It's very easy to do, and that's the good thing about gel. It's easy to work with. You can do anything really before you cure it in the lamp. So this is me here just kind of looking at it going, I don't know, is that too thick? And I didn't really want to go filing it off. I just said I would take it off with the brush and re-manipulate the gel. And you can already see here it looks way better without that big lump of gel down near the tip of the nail. So yeah, that was that one. And then in the second one, I actually add too little of gel. So the two nails were completely opposite, but I think it's important to leave it in because like I said, not every application is going to be perfect, even though I've done this a million times at this point. So I'm going in with my slip layer here, and again painting that on exactly where I did the base coat. And then I'm going to pick up a bead of gel, but here I pick up too little. So basically what I'm going to do is the same thing. I'm applying my gel and I'm going to swoop it down the nail from side to side. And when I realize that I have too little, I'm just going to add onto it before I cure it. Again, the beauty of gel, it's just very easy to work with and very easy to manipulate around until you are comfortable with what you have done. So I'm just going to let you watch this bit, and I will be back in a few to continue with this voiceover. Another tip I have is when you're doing this and when you are using your liner gel to like help your application along, don't be afraid to look at it from every angle just to see, because especially with hard gel, it doesn't run as fast as say a builder in a bottle. Like if you are using a builder in a bottle, a lot of them run a little bit quicker. So I think just take advantage of that if it's hard gel you're doing, because it doesn't run as fast. You have more time to work with it for sure. And then I'm going to go in with my favourite top coat at the moment, which is Clarissa Diamond top coat. I love this one. And this is how the nails looked in the natural light out in the garden. And yeah, I think they are just stunning. I love this. This works every time for me. I could wear this for the rest of my life and I wouldn't get sick of it. Thank you so much, guys, if you made it this far. If you did, I will see you in the next one.